All right, you're live.
Hey y'all.
20. We have no guest today.
Okay, well we gonna rock it.
Sensor.
Cool child. This is my yeah.
Two, five,
That's what song you be
four,
talking about.
3, 2, 1.
Sending out a strong prayer this afternoon. Dear God, I wanted to say thank you, thank you for your constant love, guidance, and strength. And even in difficult times like we are facing right now, you've been on our side. I'm grateful for all the blessings, seen and unseen, and for you, God, who've given us light and being the lamp at our feet. Dear God, please open all the doors for persons who are passing along this way. And let's give out a big amen, y'all. Turn to your neighbor and say amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Y'all, it's your girl Tamara Fair on the air on this Throwback Thursday. You know, we are grateful to God because it could have gone a different way, but it went his way. And whenever it goes his way, it's the what? It's the right way. We got a show for you today. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. We got some giveaways too, so you definitely don't want to leave. You want to keep it locked right here. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on the Brunch Bunch.
The Leaders Network has partnered with Great Lakes Credit Union.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all.
Financial services and funding for the residents of Chicago's Austin community and surrounding areas. That's why we created Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union, a community-driven, member-owned credit union where people come first. Enjoy high-yield checking, lower loan rates, and resources for home ownership, down payment assistance, and business banking solutions that work for you. Call us today at 773-345-7441 so we can connect you with a personal banker and help you get started. That's 773-345.
Couple of them make me blast them.
I don't know. They said we've been suspended since August.
They've
been coming.
First of all, you suspended but still took the money?
That's what I'm saying.
At the Brian P. Pickett Funeral Group, we help families prepare with
But also, yeah, it is a breach of contract that they haven't come, so why are they? We should be able to be done with them.
Your future to community partnerships that uplift us all.
I'm not paying November. They out. Make
Oh,
sure you.
yeah. They can email me 700 times. I ain't gonna respond.
You can respond.
I'm gonna respond. You're not getting paid.
No, respond. You are breached. You gotta respond. You gotta keep that.
Well, you did that too.
Don't. But every time.
Oh,
keep it.
Yeah, I got you.
You are in breach. What's up, believers? You heard us behind the scenes. You know what? Those are teachable moments. When you have vendors and contractors that don't do you right and they want to hold you to a contract, hold them to the contract too. What's up? What's up, Dawn? How are you? Y'all, come on in. Come on in. Today is Throwback Thursday, and it's another wonderful day. The sun is shining in the sky. Okay, gotcha. And we are excited about the new possibilities that this day will bring. Hey, Lillian, is that how I'm?
Business to the next level?
Yeah, that's right.
The best way to reach new customers is by getting your message.
Oh, Downhillman, what's happening? What's up, DJ Below? You know what? It looks like when I say your name is DJ Blow, but it's really B-Low. Y'all, you know he's all over the social media, so get it right, spell his name right, and say it right. Okay, I don't need this. I do need this. I do need that for the number.
Culture and community come together.
Be fabulous. Be social.
I got 1 minute.
Okay, cool.
Be outspoken. Be family. Be different. Be quiz.
Quiz, a new luxury brand from Tamara Fair. Quiz brings two distinct fragrances, the sensual Pure Royale and the alluring Forbidden Kiss. Order Quiz today.
Go to bequeeze.com and get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEESE.com. Bequeeze.com.
Are you ready to
30 seconds.
Listen to him. 30 seconds. Like, hey, you better get it.
You're trusted like a quarter. So
Hey, Gerald Johnson.
Louder than that, man.
How are you, beloved?
Cadence gotta be on point.
Thank you so much for tuning in. They are crazy up in here, y'all. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. I guess that's supposed to scare me, right? I don't know. It doesn't.
It's Amerifair on the Brunch Bunch.
So Jamaica continues to be at the top of our list for reporting, and we've got some good news, y'all. Well, Ian Fleming International Airport, which is located in Bosco Bell, and for those of you who do not have a grip on where Bosco Bell is, it's right past Ocherias, and so it is opening up for relief. Now, you might have heard of Ian Fleming because the famed James Bond movies were filmed at Ian Fleming. Well, it's opening up for relief flights and relief flights only right now. Kingston, Jamaica, the Transport Minister Daryl Vaz says that Norman Manley International Airport, which is NMIA in Kingston, and Ian Fleming International Airport in Bosco Bell, St. Mary, will open at 4 o'clock yesterday. So Vaz, who gave an update a short while ago on yesterday's report, noted that the airports will be open for relief flights only. It will be open tomorrow at 7 a.m. That's today, guys, for commercial operations, which include incoming and outgoing flights to Transport Minister. The minister said. So the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, which we put on our socials on the Brunch Bunch, a video of what kind of condition it was in. Guess what? I told you yesterday, Jamaicans are very resilient. It is going to reopen on Thursday, if all things are equal, at 10 o'clock to accommodate relief flights. And there are going to be some commercial flights getting Americans and other people around the nation out and back to their home countries. They're continuing to assess the situation and reopening commercial flights as we speak and as it is safe. They will also advise you of when you are to how the recovery is going. And once the relief flights start, they will make an announcement and we will keep you updated as well. The devastation is enormous. Words cannot describe based on the aerial tour of what they are seeing in Jamaica on the South Coast. However, as I aforementioned more than once, more than twice, Jamaicans are ready to recover and they are doing the work. Outpours from all around the world have been coming in to assist in this rescue and restoration effort. So passengers, we are strongly advising you, and I know that you hear our voices around the not the country, but around the world, because that's what we do, broadcast around the world. Here are some tips for you as you are preparing yourselves to leave the island. Confirm your flight status with the airline before traveling to the airport because schedules are subject to change. Arrive at the airport earlier than usual. You know, they always say arrive 2 hours earlier. You might want to be 3 or 4 at this point because this is unusual. And ensure that your adequate time for check-in, your security screenings, and immigration processes are within your time reach. Allow additional time for all airport procedures and ground operations, and monitor all airline communications to the extent that you can. We are aware that there's still sketchy internet and communication problems, but to the extent that you can, monitor it carefully for specific departure and arrival updates. And also the airport that it is leaving from. There are very few airports that are going to be open. Be prepared for possible flight delays or schedule adjustments as normal operations are restored. That's very important because in crisis, it's important to protect your mental health. Now, I know when people get anxiety filled and they're waiting to get out of a distressed situation, they can, like literally, you can have a heart attack. So protect your mental health. So listen, we're going to have more updates as we go along in this broadcast. And of course, we're going to have resources. We reached out to several families because, as we mentioned before, it's a joint venture between the embassy, the consulate, the embassy, the Jamaican embassy that is in DC and in New York, and the consulate that is actually right here in Chicago, and of course, State Representative LaShawn Ford, who is orchestrating these efforts for relief and getting the resources that are needed in order to assist Jamaica in their time of trouble. Y'all don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390. Okay, I want to talk about when we go back in on what's going on, we're gonna give away the tickets. I need the address again. I know it's 21. We have it on one of these sheets, or did you toss it? This is good news that those airports are opening up. What's up, Tanya? TNG. Hey, sexy. What's going on? That's their name. That's their handle. Sexy. Sexy vegan. Now, you know, anytime I say something about sexy or woman or, excuse me, anything like that.
Where's this going?
Here's Jarrell. Who's that? Let me see a picture. Hey, G-Man, what's going on, Fist Forever? I guess I'll see you in a couple of weeks. God's greatest invention, woman. What's wrong with these people? Oh, my God.
Less 111.
And it's what's the name of the food?
Bear Theater. BAER. Technically, it's at Morgan Park Academy.
A very nice theater, too.
Yeah.
I've been.
I'm tripping. I thought this was you on the. I literally thought this was you.
It is. But
is?
it's AI. When you open it up, you can see the difference. But she did a great job creating that, though. An excellent job. Cassandra is amazing. Maybe she'll cast me in one of her plays next time. Did y'all know I'm an actress? Hey, sexy vegan. You know what? I appreciate that compliment, particularly today. I've been up I went to bed at 3:30. I got back up at 7 because you know what? The show must go on, and we got to make sure that the show is popping on all fronts. We got to get the relief we need to Jamaica. We got to make sure the Brunch Bunch is doing what it's supposed to do, and that is getting the news out and the resources out to the people. So I appreciate that more than you know. Okay, did you put you put all of the resources on the socials?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You sure? Check it. You know what? We're going to give 2 sets of 3. 6, 12. That's 24. We're going to give 2.
Redo it. It's 24 hours.
What's 24? Oh, you did a story?
Stories go for 24.
Yeah, I don't want it a story. I wanted a post. So
the
it
videos.
stays. Yes. I want a post of the videos. I want a post of the resources. Make sure that it stays because people need to get it and access it when they need to get it and access it. When you're in a heated state or in a panic state, you don't need to be looking for something that's disappeared.
Put you in the worst panic state.
Exactly. Hey, Letitia, what's happening? Virl! Oh, you're so sweet. Yes. You know what? I've gotten so many calls about I'm in Jamaica. How are my properties? Thank the Lord they are doing well. My friends are doing well. Literally, it's just been such a godsend to be in the grace of God because there's nothing but God. You don't know. You started me acting, Vir. Of course you know. Thank you so much. How are you? Are you coming here? So Dietrich Haddon is coming, y'all.
Oh, he coming where? Who we coming with? What? You coming to here? You coming to Jamaica?
He ain't going to Jamaica. Ain't nobody going to Jamaica except relief missionaries. He's coming to Chicago on Friday tomorrow. He has a show tomorrow. Bro, put the information in the chat so we can shout it out. Did you hear me coming? Where? Who? What?
You sound scared.
He went crazy.
That's cool.
Oh, we love Dietrich here on this Bridge of 1390. I love him.
I can use that picture, bro.
You are funny. You went in. He come here. Where? Huh? What?
That's my gospel cloud going to the roof.
He should come here, but he's well. I ain't gonna say
You
it.
over there pumping your music, boy. You come up to her, bro.
Actually, you know what? We should play Glory because that's a throwback.
Oh, we got a minute and a half.
Put Glory on. Oh, you get the glory. One of my favorite gospel songs from one of my favorite, actually my favorite gospel artists.
You not even listen to him.
Yeah, well, you know, it depends on when he gets here because a lot of times they don't come in time to do media. But bro, put the information on so that we can let the people know where to go. It's probably sold out already though. But hey, we got some favor up in here, right?
Need that perfect fit? Call them at 773-966-4383. That's 773-966-4383. And tell them Action Jackson sent you.
Be fabulous. Be social.
Yeah, I agree.
Be outspoken.
Yeah, it'll be something else. That's okay.
Be different.
Y'all know when I start wearing my glasses and my hair up like this, it's time to get my hair done, right? Tomorrow. So guess what? In case you guys did not know, Marcel and I are hosting the Girlfriends Play tomorrow at the Bear Theater on the 2153 West 111th Street. So I want you guys to come out in droves. I want 13. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, you gotta.
I wish you could see you all's faces.
You got a virus, my boy. Nah.
You get the glory.
You're taking code.
We ain't doing none of that, dog. We ain't doing none of that, my boy. Hey, that's not how we doing that. What you mean?
That's not how we do it on this
That's not
side.
how we doing it. Hey, shout out my pops, bro. I got a little computer skill now.
That was like a movie.
Yeah,
That was
that's
something
not how
back
that.
in the
Bro,
mainframe.
I used to. Come on now. Come on now. You ain't finna take no code off. No.
That's that.
Hey,
that's
bro,
that YouTube MP3
Tell
right
Dietrich
there.
to call in so
That's
he can
what that
pump
is.
up his concert. I'm sure it doesn't need pumping, but actually, so we could just talk to him. We love us some Dietrich Haddon.
My screen. I can't believe it.
Dang.
I feel like this ain't even. I'm gonna take the camera off.
Yeah.
Bro.
Why?
Something just like
He
completely
got,
took
like,
over the screen
yeah.
for like a second.
That was weird.
What did it do?
There's a bunch of code coming down the screen.
Oh,
I think it's a virus.
yeah, I did too. You should have cut that off for a minute.
I'll cut the whole thing off. Restart it.
Hey, guess what? Oh, thank you, Letitia. I appreciate that. If we go dark, that's because they doing something over there.
No, that's Putin.
That's Putin. Oh my
Nah, it's
God.
Putin. I thought that was dude. Dang, bro.
Wait a
Blaming everybody.
minute.
I was getting Putin a break.
It's a bromance going on.
Dang. Oh, we was on the other dude.
But Putin been kind of quiet. That's what.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's a real gangster, bro. Really.
They crazy over here. But we have a great time.
Bro, I'm not even going there, bro.
He ain't even Jewish.
I don't even want to go there, bro.
I knew
crazy.
that.
That's
There's no
crazy.
sense in you not going there. It's a fact.
That's crazy for my people.
He's a great guy.
That's crazy for your people.
I'm Polish. I can't stamp that.
He's a great guy, bro.
Get out of here.
Now, when he stopped singing,
I'll go to war with him.
listen, when he stopped singing, because that's a very long outro. So we're going to, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, but what is, oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, thank you. Are you with me, ladies? Everything belongs, our breath, our sight, our hearing, the lungs in the air in our lungs, the activity in our limbs, it all belongs to God. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, thank you. Amen. Yes.
5, 4, 3.
Where's the action?
Jackson.
I'll tell you what's going on.
So you know what's going on tomorrow is the hit play Girlfriends. It's all going down at the Bayer Theater at 2153 West 111th Street and Morgan Park Academy Theater. I've actually been to that theater and it is extremely nice. We're giving away 2 sets of 3 tickets. Grab your girlfriends and you might even want to bring one of your boyfriends too, because we're giving away to the 3rd and the 6th caller that call into 855-999-1390. That's 855-999-1390. Be ready to tell me who you're bringing because we're giving 2 sets of 3 tickets. 855-999-1390. Well, as just when you thought that monstrous Melissa could do no more wrong, she has wreaked havoc in the Caribbean. And here's how you can help. In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, which we're calling Monstrous Melissa, one of the most intense storms ever recorded in the Atlantic, devastation has spread across the Caribbean with the hardest hit in areas including Jamaica and Cuba and mounting humanitarian needs across the other islands. You know, after it left Cuba, it went to the Bahamas. So while full damage assessments are still ongoing, the storm roared ashore as the Category 5 in Jamaica with sustained winds reported over 185 miles per hour and brought torrential rain, flooding at storm surge. Now, what a storm surge is taking the body of water that surrounds the island and pushing it all the way onto the island, causing flooding, bridges collapsing. Medical facilities are now overwhelmed, and relief organizations are already in the region emphasize that the most effective help right now is flexible cash that supports local-led relief efforts rather than unsolicited goods. Now, on our socials, we have a solicited good list that you can actually take to 8800 South Stony Island upstairs, and efforts between the U.S. Embassy for Jamaica and the U.S. Consulate that's right here in Chicago will ensure that those goods with our partner, the United Airlines, gets to the island. That's a relief because you know that this is a secure, non-unsolicited portal that you can actually make your donation. Agencies such as CARE, Relief, Direct Relief, CORE, and Project Hope are mobilizing supplies and medical teams, hygiene kits, water purification systems in coordination with their Caribbean partners. And now remember too that Cuba has now been affected and the Bahamas is bracing for impact. It was set to hit yesterday. We will have updates for you tomorrow. And for those looking to contribute, the recommendation is to give through established nonprofits or trusted local organizations already operating in impacted zones. We gave you, and we still have posted on our socials, how you can give here in Chicago and around the Midwest area. Go to supportjamaica.gov.jm, and that's the official government of Jamaica site. Or you can go to a local partner, MIJAC.org. That's MIJAC. That's the Midwest Jamaican Corp. Well, with the initial focus is the basic survival essentials: the food, clean water, shelter, medical care, and the path forward will demand a longer-term commitment. I've talked to my friends over there, and they say that Jamaica will never be the same. But I say that God is still in control, and it may be even better than what we call the same. It is truly a beautiful island and my favorite place on the planet. Look, we have a winner. We have a caller. Somebody's going and taking 3 of their friends or 2 more of their friends besides themselves to the hit play Girlfriends. Caller, what's your name? Uh-oh, Tanya! My BFF! Tanya, you know what? She diligently calls and wins. I'm telling you, Tanya, you are probably one of the luckiest people that I know. Who just made you a winner, Tanya? Who you taking to the play with you, Tanya? Oh, that is a great treat. Tanya, I would say stay on the line and we'll get your information. But of course, we already have your information. And thank you so much, BFF, for being a loyal listener every day. I don't care what the weather is. I don't care if she's sick or cannot even talk. She can listen and she does faithfully. Thank you, Tanya. I love you. And do we have another caller on the line? We got another set of 3 tickets to give away. And it's all going down tomorrow at the Bear Theater. Who and what? No, what is your name, caller? Londa, how are you? Thank you so much. Listen, you and Tanya are literally 2 of our favorites. Thank you so much. Who just made you a winner? I know that's a tongue twister. It's Tamara, like era. I know, because people know a lot of people named Tamara, and so they get it tongue twisted. I'm so used to that. But you know what else I'm used to? I'm used to you, Londa. Thank you so much for being a loyal listener. We truly appreciate it. Stay on the line. We'll get your information and those 3 tickets. Who are you taking? Oh, that's going to be great. Make sure you come up and say hi to me so we can take pictures, okay? Awesome. Awesome. Yes, y'all. Listen, I am excited about this play because I have a sister circle that is unmatched. When I say sometimes people are lucky enough to have one sister circle. I'm lucky enough to have 3. So I'm gathering up my sisters and we're going to be in a circle right there at the Bear Theater. That's 2153 West 111th Street at the Morgan Park Academy Theater. Y'all, we still got more show and we getting ready to go. Y'all stay tuned. It's the Brunch Bunch.
You gotta
Get Londa's information. Londa listens every day. I got Tanya's information. There's
Okay. About Jamaica?
No, it could be about anything.
Okay.
You got 2 minutes on the song.
Okay, good. That means you got plenty of time. No pressure, no pressure. All right then. All right then. I did a little work. Now I'm back to you guys. Hey, listen, let me ask you something. This I need to know from you all putting your responses in the chat. If you had and you might have, if you had a person over in one of these islands that have been impacted, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, and you could not get in touch with them, what would be your course of action? What did you say?
No, it's not that. It's just,
What would be your course of action? I know you believers, you would pray. And that is powerful. What else would you do? Well, let me tell you what I would do.
it's on the printer, bro.
I would assemble, because right now I can't get in touch with two of my friends. Now I know that the communications are sketchy in certain parts, and if you didn't have a Starlight satellite phone, it would be very, very difficult. Exactly, Tanya. Get in touch with political officials. Make sure that if they have better resources than we do as non-political officials, that they could exercise and send some of that power into our families. That's a great point. Get in touch with political officials. But there's two people that I cannot get in touch with. But you know what? I'm not worried about them, because the Bible says that if you're going to pray, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray. I choose to pray. And I know for a fact that when they can get in touch with me, they will. I've gotten in touch with them before, they were okay. However, now I can't get in touch with them because, as the aftermath starts to settle in, things start to improve on the one end, but they also start to go awry on the other, because you can see the total devastation at that point. If you scratched out that whole page, don't put it in my stack. We don't want all that, man. Can't manage that. So then I also have a friend. What's up, Corey? So I also have a friend who was slated to go to a funeral. Her aunt passed away, Colleen, and she's Jamaican. And so her mother's sister passed away, and now she cannot attend the services, and the services are also suspended until further notice. Those are heart-wrenching stories that we're hearing across the globe about what is impacting Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas. So I definitely want to keep in prayer. So I'm asking this question about what would you do, because some people are at a standstill that don't know what to do. So that's why we quickly assembled a joint effort with the political, to your point, Tanya, with the political powers that be, so that we could have the resources that we need, like the collaboration with the airlines and other nonprofit organizations that specialize in rescue and relief. So don't just sit and put your fingers and your hands up under your thighs and just do nothing. There are things that you can do. And so if you know someone that is in that situation and thinking about or wondering about what they can do, tap them into the Brunch Bunch. That's our whole premise and platform, is disseminating critical resources in times of need. And our communities are always in times of needs. And if we don't do it for ourselves, who then should be responsible for doing it? I think that answers the question.
You got 3.5 on the song. I'm ready when you're ready.
Man, this is crazy. This is so Breonna Taylor-ish, right? Yeah. It is worse, but it's very similar. She was in her home. It's a shame that in 2025, almost 2026, that's the whole nother century. And in fact, maybe another 2 centuries from slavery. Yeah, almost 2 centuries from slavery. That we are still facing some of the same issues with some of the same lack of resources that we were facing then. And, it just says the creep of our movement, and then to see it go and be peeled back is just devastating. But we got to report it, and then we got to do something about it collectively. You know, one drop of water is not going to make your roof leak. But when you got a hurricane, like what happened, like Monsters Melissa, it can change the tides. It can change, like it destroyed everything. The same kind of galvanizing efforts will help change it in the right direction. So we got to, if not, you know, a lot of my Jewish friends say that Hitler is the one who actually galvanized the Jews. That's what united them. If this doesn't unite us in our communities respectively, then I don't know what will, or if anything will. But I see some movement. I see some movement in a positive direction. Okay, you can fade it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're rocking with a brunch bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and we're gonna change the tempo a little bit and talk about something that is really pressing in our community. So Black America has been reacting after surprising verdict in Sonia Massey's police killing. In fact, if you do not know about this situation, let me give you an overview. So over a year after Sonia Massey was shot and killed by a former police officer, Sean Grayson, in her own home, an Illinois jury handed out a shocking verdict. After 12 hours of deliberation, Grayson was found guilty of second-degree murder, and Black Americans online has strong opinions about the entire situation. So, we previously told you on previous broadcasts that Macy called the police in July of 2024 after suspecting that someone was stalking her house. And when officers, including Grayson, arrived, tensions rose all over a pot of boiling hot water. Well, Macy went to the kitchen to bring the pot to her sink, and moments later, Grayson shot her 3 times in the face. So, Act News Sistics wrote in response to his guilty verdict, the entire police interaction was caught on body camera footage. And after Macy was shot, Grayson refused to aid her wounds. Now, that's a way to add insult to injury in its finest, right? So, once they said that the jury looked heartbroken watching the full body camera footage, I knew he was going down. Naomi Normani began on X, and thank God for common sense and empathy. The case was handled by civil rights attorney none other than Ben Crump, who also represented Macy's family in the civil lawsuit, and they were awarded $10 million. And so another tweeter said, thank God that Ben Crump has been a tireless force, and his efforts in never giving up on behalf of the family and for justice have been and served families well. We shouldn't have to celebrate convictions. We should be celebrating lives here, said another ex-writer. Sonia Massey deserved to grow old. Instead, she was a victim after she called for assistance. Well, Grayson was originally facing first-degree murder, but based on evidence, the jury ultimately decided to find him guilty on second-degree murder. The trial lasted 7 days, according to reports, and now the ex-cop is facing up to 20 years in prison. That won't bring Massey back. However, it does give the family some solace, some closure. Others, like Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter, expressed their disappointment with the court decision. Bernice King said on X, this conviction matters, but it is not a totality of justice, which includes heart change and legislative change. She added, my heart goes out to Sonia's family, whose loved one's name is the hashtag because of Sean Grayson's trigger-happy policing. And I understand that police can be afraid as well. I mean, they're putting their lives on the line, but you're in someone's home. You see it's a pot of water. Like literally, if the body cam could see it, you could see that too. Now, we talked about this extensively when we first started reporting it, but you know, true to the Brunch Bunch, we're always going to update you. So it's an absolute horror that she was murdered the way that she was by a police officer that was called to protect her from a would-be stalker. But Sonia Massey called for help and was killed. Another person tweeted, this isn't justice. Justice is Sonia Massey still being alive. Well, we know that that can't happen, at least in this life. But as believers, we believe that we will see our loved ones in the afterlife. But it still should not have happened. It should have been first degree, said another tweeter, Love Malone, that the video is much more disturbing. And they knew from that video that he wasn't in any danger and that would have triggered him to shoot. So, you know what? These stories have been coming and mounting all too much over our communities, and we have to be very careful about who we call. Now, I personally don't call the police. I haven't in a long time, and it was before all of these situations arose, and mainly because I feel like if anything, there's certain things that we can handle in house, right? And I'm gonna let you marinate on what I mean in house, but there are people that call the police because they are there for to what? Serve and protect. That has been your mantra since you have been in existence. But understand that the police were actually assembled. The very first police force was actually assembled to chase runaway slaves. I know a lot of people don't know that trivia, but in the South, they were chasing runaway slaves. And so that permeates. As you think about Willie Lynch and how impactful that his letter has been for thousands of years, which he wrote in his letter, if you follow my intentions to the letter, you will have control over your slaves for 1,000 years. Guess what, guys? We're still living in that 1,000-year era. We got to break the cycle. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. You know, that's the clinical definition of insanity. So we have to figure out, we talk about training. Yes, that is one thing that we can do. But you think that he was not trained? I mean, does it look like he was not trained? Well, we got to talk about sensitivities too. So what I'm encouraged about is that the police departments everywhere have started to implement and engage through hiring mental health consultants to send on these calls that call for mental health. But she actually wasn't calling for mental health. She said someone was stalking her. That means a burglar, a creeper, or somebody that she had been in contact with who has been, putting her in a state of fear. Yeah. So you came to supposedly quell that fear. And in fact, she lost her life after that. So, people in certain communities are very afraid to call the police for assistance. So we can police ourselves. It was an episode on The Shy where a political advocate who was a gangster turned political advocate actually called for policing their own neighborhoods, and it worked out successfully. Yeah. So maybe that's something that we have to talk about. We don't have enough conversations about things like this, but we definitely need to open them up. Maybe this holiday season we can do some of that. But in the meantime, in between time, we're going to keep you entertained, resourced up right here on the Brunch Bunch. So let's get to it.
Let this beat drop. Everybody gonna sing. I don't think anything like that's gonna happen.
What? Policing yourselves?
Policing yourselves. The president will.
Oh, for the next 3 years. Well, you know what? It can't be the president's decision to police yourselves. I mean, you got
a lot of the stuff shouldn't be the president's decision.
But every call is not a armed force, show of armed force. That call should have been check the perimeter. Ask her what the situation was. Check the perimeter. Make sure that all her points of entry, doors and windows, are locked. And if not, then she could maybe go to a relative's house to feel safe and call someone over there to feel safe. Those are the things that should have happened on that call. Not she went to go take the water off. Instead, she shot him in the face. Well, hot water can be a weapon. Just ask Al Green and his grits. But in that case, that video did not show that.
I think he was off like, I think he was high, bro.
The police was high? Did they do a toxicology report? Because that's a good question.
Bro, all the other police officers was like, bro, why did you do that? And so, like, if everybody else can tell, it's not that type of situation.
I think it's fear, bro. It's just straight up fear.
If he was off some cocaine, bro,
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of cops are off some cocaine. Most of them.
It's a
what are you saying to me?
The cops are off cocaine?
Cops use cocaine on duty?
Yeah.
It's a high intensity job.
I know I sound very green, very new.
They got crime. You in it all day.
Yeah, you gotta stay up.
Like,
so the Red Bull cocaine.
Y'all act like these police are going to where the crimes are and they're like eradicating crime. Come on.
You don't think they're stopping and frisking somebody, that person that coke on them? You don't think they're pocketing that coke and not putting evidence?
But
they're the same regular guys you see at the bar, bro. They just put their uniform on in the morning. Yep. Get through their day like everybody else. Some too, you know what I mean?
And
Some too. I cannot. Not bumps in the police bathroom.
Big, you know what I'm saying? Quantities, and not ACPD.
Right,
I
where are you
wouldn't
at?
put it past them at all.
But why didn't they do a toxicology report on it?
They don't have to start doing on everybody.
They should though.
And if they check everybody, the whole force will get fired.
That's what protect
No.
and serve means for them, is they protect and serve themselves, not the community.
Police officers.
That's why they're doing no time.
What are they?
It's really a degenerate job. It's not like your valedictorian is not going to be a police officer.
I don't know
It's the guys
because
that's
If I'm ever like down bad, that's the job you go to.
no, but there's so many police officers that have biology degrees, criminal justice degrees that really like that's in their
I feel
family.
like
That's
like
the
agents,
family
though.
legacy
we got
job.
20, y'all. Y'all go?
Yeah.
I believe you, but the patrol guys.
I feel like that's like agents and specialized like people. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You're rocking with the brunch bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the balance of the brunch bunch. Listen, if you're not listening to us on your socials, you definitely are missing good content and good information, because when we were off air, I'm not going to say the whole thing because we are still on an Integrous Inspiration 1390 platform, but there was commentary about we should maybe start doing toxicology reports when incidents like this happen, because something is actually influencing these police officers beyond their training and acting erratically. That if you look at the video footage of that situation, it was unnecessary. And as Jarrell pointed out, the rest of the officers were like, why did you do that? What are you doing? You know, unlike the situation with George Floyd, they sat there and didn't say anything, right? Because I guess they were afraid of that cop. But you know what? You can't be fearful to say something, because it only takes one to change the trajectory of what was going to be as to what should be. Absolutely. You have to be that lone voice. You know what? Other police officers, grab them, because it makes all of you look bad when one of you does bad. You know, and every police officer is not a bad apple. But that's another topic for another entire show. Unfortunately, it's time for us to go. But in the meantime, in between time, we always want to encourage you, especially on Thursdays, in the late, great words of Reverend Clay, to go to your beds tonight, pull up the covers, and make sure that you pull them up tight and know that angels are watching over you. Y'all, it has been a pleasure to serve you today, and we will do the same thing tomorrow. We always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them, and show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love, land on love. I love you, Adam and Jarrell.
We love you, Tamara.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Mariah, I love you. Y'all, do your thing today. Keep your prayers up. People need those prayers, and it might just be the one who's praying that needs the prayer. Always stay optimistic.
Yeah, but like think like, all right, he took a couple of shots or something before he went in the house.
Even that, like I see,
Shots,
I would think that's
bumps.
I feel like shots is more even like reasonable. I feel like more cops drink than we know too.
Oh,
like
but you know what?
I'm just saying, you know,
Hey, Miss
anything,
Andrea.
anything.
up, bro.
Yeah.
They about to, like, you know what I'm saying? They finna go to battle, bro, or whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You know what?
agree.
Do you all know police officers? I don't never see them going to battle like that, unless they're detectives or SWAT, like just regular police officers. They're stopping cars, giving out tickets. They frisking people. They taking them to jail. I don't see them. I don't see what I see on TV.
You seen a raid before?
I've seen a raid before, and it don't usually be the local police. These were local police that went to her.
Local.
No.
Yeah.
So you're not like shell shocked like you would be if you were in the army and your Agent Orange is acting up or something, like literally. Yeah.
Go back to Vietnam.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like
that's actually I didn't think about that either. A lot of those guys are ex-military, and they probably do got PTSD.
They got that.
That's
type
not an
of training.
excuse. I'm not
No,
saying
it's not an
that.
excuse, but
But,
that's
like,
the type of training they get in, and then they.
You can't get out of that mentality, bro. Especially you running around with a badge and a gun, bro. Like,
Yeah, but that's where your safety checks, your safety mental checks come in. Like you can't just have a job like that and you've had a past, like a sketch past that is a triggering that will trigger you to just pop off.
I think police look for that. I think police stations look for ex-military almost.
Yeah, but those are your SWAT. Those are your. I mean, the ones that are
they shouldn't be
really
giving out
trained like.
tickets,
Yeah.
everybody got to start at patrol.
Yeah.
Everybody don't start at patrol. It's just like the army. When you got a level of education, you go in at a different level. Like you got a bachelor's degree, you go in as a lieutenant.
Everybody that go through the academy started at patrol.
Courage.
Well, yeah, but those people aren't typically the ones that are coming from ex-military background. Well, you know what? It's a topic for. I'm not calling the police. I'm just not. Now that's. I don't know. That's your choice. I'm calling. I'm tell you who I call when I see you at the play. You guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.